What's up, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, wherever you're at in the world watching this, because YouTube's worldwide. But it's a good morning from me out here in the beautiful island of Oahu. Hawaii is it's just a magical place right now. It is just raining like crazy too, but 68 degrees out. Can't complain. Really can't. So yeah, we're back at it again. I found my hat, so my hair is under control, and I'm gonna have to get me a haircut pretty soon because it's just getting a little too wild. Even with the hat on, it's getting a little crazy. So, got to get that done. Man, a lot happening today. A lot happening today, as it is every day, right? In fact, I think I'm gonna just cheat today, like I tend to do on most of these videos, and just kind of tap into the email that I wrote about today. That way the topic's already created. I don't have to think about it. I can just do the video. Oh yeah, this video, 28? Video 28. Most likely. And if it isn't, you know what? If I don't listen to the words that I say when it comes to the video, look at the title, because I'm going to go through my videos. Man, I keep saying that, right? And I'm going to get to the 100th video, and I'm going to be like, oh my God, man, this is going to take a while to go through, right? So it's one of those things that I should really put on my priority list to get done now. While I can manage it, it's not going to take as much time. But either way, if I just sectioned off, a couple hours, I'm sure I can upload and go through each video and title it and all that good stuff. But it does take a while to upload videos. However, now that I'm making 10-minute videos, I'm shooting for 3 to 7. Apparently that's the magic number, but I've been doing about 10-minute long videos, and I think that's still reasonable. You know what I mean? That's reasonable. It's a little on the high side, but so be it. But now the upload time will be a lot less on a 10-minute video as opposed to 30, 40, even a 20-something minute video that I was doing in the beginning. And I realized something. I kind of want to tap into this before I get into my email topic that I wrote about, is the longer videos aren't really that difficult. I did them, and I didn't find that I was just sitting there, looking at you with a blank stare on the camera, or, without continuing to, produce sound out of my vocal cords. But it's not difficult to get on camera, at least for me anyway. I think a big part of that would be, it was before I did it, but once you do it, you go, oh, this isn't actually that hard. Plus, I'm already trapped in the vehicle, right? I'm not going anywhere. Well, I am going somewhere. I'm going to work, right? And but I'm not going to be jumping out of the vehicle while I'm driving, right? So because I'm stuck here, and I looked at my time and said, well, how can I monetize my time and make it most impactful than just sitting in the vehicle listening to an audiobook, which is still, I think it's still very good. It's even listening to music, it can be great, right? But a lot of people just listen to music, kind of tune out, which is okay. You got to have some downtime, but this right here I can see as exponentially really kind of making a huge impact for me. You know what I mean? Selfish? Yeah, it's a bit selfish, right? But really, it's a long-term vision I have that if I make a bunch of content on YouTube, when people look you up, right, or people look up a hashtag for something that, potentially you could be making money off of, which is my evil plan that I have, by the way, why I'm doing these videos. Yes, there's a plan to monetize these videos, right? That is going to be definitely part of this goal. But, it's just, this is something that, you can create once. That's a cool thing about videos or recorded content, right? Whether it's audio, video, whatever else falls on that spectrum of recorded information, is when it's recorded, you can set it up, load it, make sure everything's working, and then boom, just let it go. You let it go and it just keeps working. And I mean, you definitely want to, you want to check on it, right? It is on a system or a platform or some kind of software, platform that it runs until something breaks. And then if it breaks, you got to go in and you got to fix it, or you got to hire somebody to manage it for you. So that way, if something breaks, they can fix it, the person managing it. Good example of this is if you own property, right, and you're renting it out to somebody, and you hire a property manager, and things break, right? When things break, you don't have to fix it. You pay the property manager to take care of that and orchestrate, the plumber, the electrician, the carpenter, etc., to come out and get that fixed, right? And it's and so the world continues to turn on, right? Continues spinning. But the email topic, let's get into that before I run out of time here. It's a good segue to what I just said previously. I talked about what if the sun didn't come up, and I don't know where I get these ideas from, but we all have some pretty wild ideas, right? It's just most of us don't say it, they won't put it out into the universe because we're afraid of what people are going to think. And I kind of got to a point in life where I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting any younger, and I just don't. I don't care at this point. I don't care in a connotative way, if that's even a word, connotative, or a belligerent way. I'm not saying like I don't care about you. I don't care about people, but I don't care about what society's standards have set for people having to worry so much about, if I say this, what is going to happen? Yeah, there's certain things you don't want to say, right? Obviously there's certain things, topics that you want to be very careful about speaking about those things, right? Because that could be something that could be very detrimental to people hearing it. But like talking about the sun not coming up, I think I could get away with that, right? It's still a pretty scary topic to think about, right? I kind of spun it where it was kind of funny. It was like, what if the sun took a day off, right? And I thought that's, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny because it's like, hey, we kind of need you to come to work, son, because we all got to, keep going too, right? And that'd be kind of crazy. Like I just painted a picture. Like, what if you woke up and the time when the sun usually is coming up, you could be getting ready for work, getting the kids ready for school, you could be getting ready to go to the gym, you could be going to the gym. And then it's like you're looking at you're watching, you're looking outside, you're going, what's going on? Something's up. The sun usually is popping out right now. And then, lo and behold, you check some kind of, news media, or, you check your social media channel, or, the radio, whatever, you use to check on the news. And they're like, oh yeah, so the sun decided to take a day off today. No worry, it's no big deal, right? And I was like, wrong. No, that is a big deal, right? We're all we're all heavily reliant on the sun coming up every day, and that's just it's a big deal. It's like the sun, needs to. And we're so used to it, right? We're so used to the sun coming up every day. It's like it's expected, right? And it's like if that didn't actually happen, imagine what just a day without the sun would look like, And I kind of closed out the email with, don't reinvent the wheel, right? Just make it better. You know what I mean? Don't reinvent the wheel, just make it better. And I forget how I tied that in. I did a real fancy tie-in with that. But I actually did speak about a Netflix show, right? A Netflix show that is called Snowpiercer. So I'm going to do a shameless plug to a Netflix show that I like, I enjoy watching. And it's called Snowpiercer. It's kind of a cool spin on that, right? Like I wouldn't say, I think the sun was still coming up, but they really, something happened where they just really jacked up the weather. And I don't want to give away too much, but it's a cool show. It's a cool concept. I appreciate it because it kind of just makes you, I like shows that make you think outside the box, right? Something that's just, they have all these drama shows, right? And all these shows that we all know, like, shows with lawyers or something like that, or just, like people in relationships. Those are good too. I'm not going to knock those either. But I really like the shows that just make you think differently, right? It really makes you question your own thinking, right? It makes you, realize like, wow, there's a lot more in the world that I didn't even consider. I didn't even fathom the idea of thinking about it in that way. And I think those are the really cool shows that I enjoy because it opens up my mindset to thinking beyond the scope of what is, and but I just really want to anchor back. It's like, hey, like, don't reinvent the wheel, just make it better, right? You know, a mentor of mine, it says swipe, improve, and deploy. You know, and I couldn't imagine a better piece of advice in that, really, at that simple of a level. Meaning, think of all the billions of people that have come before us who have made all those mistakes, figured it out, and like proven a method, at least to a very high degree. All you got to do is take that and just implement that into your existing strategy, and then keep iterizing that and improving it over time, and then putting it out there, right? And testing. That's what life is all about. It's just like, there's no such thing as failure, really. We're all just testing. We're all just testing theories, testing ideas, testing out different strategies, and finding what works and what doesn't, and just taking that and putting that back into play. And then boom, you only want to change one variable. You do two or more, then you have to figure out which one was the thing that either made it worse or made it better. You do more than 2, 3, 4, 5, you're just guessing at that point. It's just simple scientific method, right? So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. That's a whole lot to unpack. But I'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Aloha.